he's not spooked with the talk coming from Conor Benn. And another thing, I think that Ben's will take him somewhere, but I think his will could get him in trouble too. You know, sometimes you can want it a little bit too much.
Hall of Famer Timothy Bradley has issued a sharp warning to Conor Benn, cautioning that his reckless signature aggression could prove fatal against a dangerous counterpuncher like Ryan Garcia.
You know, when he fought against Eubank had a lot of opportunities to counter. And he didn't. He couldn't pull the trigger. But I feel a young guy like Garcia, he's gonna be able to pull that trigger. And one of the best things about his game is that he's a decent counterpuncher. I'm not gonna lie. He's a decent counterpuncher. He knows how to land that left hook.
Bradley also highlights the subtle tactical evolution in Ryan Garcia's game, pointing out how newly developed angles and body attacks could derail Conor Benn's relentless forward pressure.
The fact that his father started to develop his right hand, that's gonna help him even more in fights, because he don't have to be just dependent upon one punch. He can use both hands now. And what I did like about Ryan's performance was he did go to the body as well. He went to the body with right hands to the body as well. And he used his feet and he moved laterally. And he was setting nice little lateral traps, walking Barrios into shots. And that's what he's probably gonna do against Conor Benn. That's probably what he's gonna be looking to do. Use his aggression against him. And he gonna catch him coming in, double impact, and it can be all she wrote.
When two explosive power punchers collide, the judges are usually rendered obsolete. Timothy Bradley makes no secret of where he sees this fight heading and reveals who holds the upper hand when the final blow lands.
Yeah, you know, that's not speculation. That's facts. We've seen it. As soon as he gets on top, as soon as he gets a bit rough in there, he don't like it. You know, so I'll go in there and I'll show him. I'll show him what I'm like.
Conor Benn remains completely unfazed by Ryan Garcia's hype, pointing to past moments where his rival cracked under physical pressure. He plans to make this a grueling fight and force Garcia to look for a way out.
That's it. That's all I'm focused on at the minute. Like, all the rest is noise. I'm focused on getting that belt.
How do you see this one playing out?
I think I'll knock him out.
What round?
I can't say. I just don't see him going. I just don't see it going points. I don't see it going points.
Blinders on and tuned out from the surrounding drama, Ben has his eyes locked strictly on championship gold. He envisions a violent night ahead and makes it clear that the judges won't be needed for this one.
He didn't really have great success against Rowley with either shot, really. Do you know what I mean? Like,
of course, yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know whether he can have success with either one of them shots, really. But you'll have to see on the night, won't we? Do you know what I mean? It's all about turning up on the night. And all I can say is Conor Benn's going to be, ready for this fight on the 12th of September. He's going to be more than ready. Don't worry about his weight. His weight's down now. So don't drive yourself mad about that. There's still another 8 weeks to go. So, he's good, man.
Even Conor's trainer, Tony Sims, added to the confidence by completely dismissing any doubts about weight cuts or Garcia's offensive threats. He assures fans that the preparation is right on schedule and Ben will be fully dialed in on fight night.
It's going to be an hard fight. There's no question about that. But I do believe Conor Benn will win the WBC title. Yeah. And when he does, it'll be a massive achievement. It'll be in the same breath as when Onigan went and won the welterweight title against Don Curry, because he'd be a big underdog. Garcia was a really good amateur.
Yeah.
Conor Benn only had an handful of amateur fights. So, for him to go over there and basically into Garcia's own territory and rip the WBC title off him, it'll be like an unbelievable achievement. And, the 10 years he's worked towards this title, which is a long time. He wanted this title fight. That'll all be paid off with that one win that night. So everything goes into this camp, and I believe he's going to do it. He's ready for it. He's mentally good, and he's fired up for it as well. So he knows that you know, he's got to win it, you know, in good style, and I believe that he will win it in good style.
Recognizing the massive gap in amateur experience and the challenge of fighting on foreign soil, Sims places this potential victory alongside iconic boxing upsets. He breaks down why a victory here would validate a decade of relentless dedication.
I don't know, he's just a corny guy. I'm not too worried about him because in the ring, I already know my skills are that much better than him. He could do anything. He could push me, he could try to slap me. I'm just too quick from, too clean from. He's not going to beat me, that's it.
But Ryan Garcia completely laughs off his opponent's antics, pointing to his superior skill set as the ultimate difference maker. He remains unbothered by any mind games, confident that his speed and precision will speak for themselves in the ring.
That's great.
What are your thoughts on that?
Please make me quit. Make me quit. Please try. Because every time you come in, bow, 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 bow. I'm like, yeah, how many times am I gonna hit you? Bow.
Bro, take it easy.
He's already ugly.
I don't want that smoke.
He's already ugly. He's about to get uglier. Trust.
Garcia dares Ben to bring the fight to him. He welcomes the aggressive approach, warning that marching forward will only leave Ben open to a relentless barrage of heavy counters.
That's a pick'em fight too. Like I said, both of those guys are showing a lot of emotions. And that type of emotions, this early, it don't make sense. So, you know, I think whoever reels that in can get to training camp and really get focused. I think it gives them a heads up in that fight. But whoever comes ready to fight and have really had a great training camp gonna win.
Former world champion Antonio Tarver views this as a dead-even matchup, warning that early emotional outburst could end up backfiring. He believes the fighter who can keep his composure and lock in during camp will hold the critical edge on fight night.
Yeah, I mean, power. You gotta always favor a guy with speed and power. You know, a lot of times he don't use his speed, but he definitely uses power. He's a puncher. So, and we've seen Ben get busted up a little bit. So, pick him fight.
While breaking down the physical attributes, Tarver gives a subtle nod towards speed and raw stopping power, pointing to past moments where Ben showed vulnerability. He explains why explosive punch stat potential slightly tilts the scales.
I think it's a great fight. And my pick, I pick out a bit. I think that Ryan Garcia is a better boxer. But if they get to a fight, which it might happen, I will pick Conor Benn. Because Conor Benn is not skilled. He's not that skilled, but he's a raw fighter. You know, he's just a raw fighter. He wants to get there. He wants to fight. So if they get to that, fight, I got
Former world champion Regis Pro Gray, who has shared the ring with Conor. Ben acknowledges Ryan Garcia's polished abilities, but leans toward Ben's grit. He explains why Ben's unrefined, explosive style could turn the tide if the fight breaks down into a brutal brawl.
Yeah, and he didn't look good when he fought Prograis at 149. He looked weight drained, and Ryan has been looking better and better. But even Ryan's, what was Ryan's worst performance?
Rolly Romero, by far.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's one of the worst performances in the history of boxing in terms of punches thrown.
That's true.
18 power shots landed.
Yikes.
Combined 490 punches between Rolly and Ryan. That was just one fight removed from the Barrios fight.
Right. So, like, yeah, no, the inconsistency of Ryan. But the one thing Ryan always has that left hook. He couldn't land it on Rolly, but Ben is nowhere near. He's not a defensive guy. He doesn't have amateur pedigree to speak about. And whether it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, I always say, oh, one punch can change a fight, and that doesn't mean you get knocked out, but you get hurt and you get stunned, kind of like Ryan when he got stunned by Rollies. That one punch changed that entire fight. So Ryan does have that, and Ben has just not shown to have that same power at 147 anymore. So I don't know. Yeah, I certainly favor Ryan.
Former world champion Chris Algieri weighs Ben's defensive vulnerabilities and lack of welterweight power against Garcia's lethal equalizer. He breaks down why Garcia's fight-altering left hook makes him the clear favorite despite his recent inconsistencies.
Yeah, he's low-hanging fruit in that division right now. In fact, that division got really good. It was a barren wasteland for a bit, and then like we had a couple stars come up for 140. Ryan showed back up and showed who he is. The division is strong, and Ben is a money guy. So a lot of guys did want him. He doesn't have a title, but he's a money guy. And everyone wants the Ryan fight too, though. Because not because Ryan's food. Ryan's very dangerous, but it's because Ryan has a title and Ryan comes with a huge payday. So you got two guys that are targeted fighting each other. So good on their two teams to come together and take themselves out of the atmosphere over there and fight each other.